Welcome back to Speak English Like a Pro. I'm honestly so excited you're here because today we're going to have one of those deep, honest, real conversations that I wish every English learner could hear. One that doesn't come from a grammar book or an exam guide, but straight from real life. You see, so many people spend years learning English, but they never feel confident speaking it. They learn the words, they memorize the grammar, they pass the tests, and still, when they need to have a simple conversation in the real world, they freeze. And I get it. I really do. Because the English we learn in school is often very different from the English people actually speak. It's not your fault if you've ever felt like, why does everyone speak so fast? Or I don't understand what they're saying, even though I know all the words. That's exactly what happens when you've only been exposed to formal English. You've learned the rules, the structure, the polite phrases like, how do you do? And may I take a seat? But then you hear someone say, yo, what's up? Or you cool with that? Or let me just grab this real quick. And suddenly it feels like a different language altogether. That's because it's real English. Real English is the language people use when they're not thinking about rules. It's casual, it's emotional, it's imperfect and beautiful. It's full of feelings, slang, contractions, filler words, phrasal verbs, and expressions that don't always make sense if you translate them literally. It's the way friends talk. It's the way coworkers joke around. It's the way families argue and make up and laugh together. And the truth is, if you want to feel comfortable speaking English in the real world, you need to understand that kind of English. Let me tell you a quick story. One of my students, Marcos, came to me and said, I've been studying English for 6 years, but I can't understand movies without subtitles. He was frustrated. And I could see why. He had done everything right. He had taken classes, read books, memorized vocabulary. But every time he watched a show or tried to have a conversation with a native speaker, he felt lost. He said, I know what how are you it means. I know what I would like to order a coffee means. But when someone says, what are you up to? Or you want to grab a bite? I just get stuck. And that's when I explained to him what I'm going to share with you today. That learning English isn't just about understanding words. It's about understanding people. It's about learning how language really sounds when it's lived, not when it's written down on paper. Real English is like music. It has rhythm, flow, emotion. And if you only study the notes, you'll miss the song. Let's get even more real. Have you ever had this experience where you're in a group of people who are speaking English, and even though you technically understand most of the words, the conversation just feels blurry, like you're there, but not really part of it? That's because real conversations are fast, unpredictable, and full of cultural references. People don't speak in complete sentences all the time. They interrupt each other, they laugh in the middle of a thought, they change topics without warning. And that's what makes it feel so overwhelming when you're used to the slow, clear, formal English from your textbooks. But here's the good news. You can train yourself to understand and speak this kind of English, and it doesn't have to be scary. In fact, it can be really fun. It starts with listening a lot. Listen to how people really talk, not just teachers in a classroom, but vloggers, podcast hosts, comedians, actors in TV shows. Pay attention to the sounds they drop, the way their tone rises and falls, the expressions they use again and again. Phrases like, no way, That's nuts. You're kidding me. For real? These little phrases are gold. They're what make your English sound alive. And here's the thing, you don't have to throw away everything you've learned. Grammar still matters, vocabulary still matters, but they're just tools. They're not the goal. The goal is connection. The goal is confidence. The goal is walking into a room and being able to hold a conversation without second guessing every word that comes out of your mouth. And you get there by slowly adding real English into your practice, little by little, one phrase at a time. Let's talk about accents for a minute because I know this is something a lot of learners worry about. Maybe you're thinking, but my accent isn't perfect, or I don't sound like a native speaker. And my response to that is, so what? Your accent is part of your identity. It tells a story. And guess what? Everyone has an accent. Even native speakers sound different depending on where they're from. What really matters is clarity and confidence. If you speak clearly, people will understand you. If you speak confidently, they'll respect you. You don't have to sound like someone else to be taken seriously. Real English also means real mistakes. And I want you to hear this loud and clear. Making mistakes is not a sign of failure. It's a sign that you're using the language. Every fluent speaker you've ever met has made thousands of mistakes. That's how you grow. That's how you figure out what works and what doesn't. Don't let perfection stop you from progress. If you mess up, laugh it off. Correct yourself. Keep going. That's what native speakers do too. I want you to imagine this. Imagine walking into a cafe, looking at the menu, and saying to the barista, "Hey, can I get a cappuccino, please?" Just like that, no fear, no hesitation, just a smooth, natural sentence. And then maybe the barista says, "For here or to go?" And you answer, "To go. Thanks." That's it. That's real English. That's the everyday magic of language in action. And I promise you, you are closer to that moment than you think. Sometimes we focus so much on advanced English that we forget how powerful simple English can be when it's spoken naturally. You don't need fancy words to be fluent. You need the right words used in the right way with the right energy. Fluency isn't about using big vocabulary. It's about using simple words without effort. That's what real English gives you. Think about the last time you heard a native speaker say something like, "Let me grab that," like, or "I gotta head out," or "I don't know, maybe later." These are all natural contractions, shortcuts, and patterns that happen in casual speech. They're not incorrect, they're just informal. And being able to understand and use these forms will make your conversations so much easier and smoother. I know some of you might be thinking, but I don't live in an English speaking country. How can I learn real English if I don't hear it around me every day? And my answer is you have the internet, you have YouTube, you have access to thousands of hours of real conversations. Use them. Don't just watch passively. Listen, copy, repeat, practice shadowing, where you listen to someone speak and repeat their words in real time. It's one of the best ways to build natural rhythm and pronunciation. And one more thing, give yourself permission to be human. You're going to have days where you feel like you're making progress and days where you feel stuck. That's normal. Learning a language is not a straight line. It's a messy, beautiful, zigzag path. But if you keep showing up, If you keep putting yourself in situations where English is alive, conversations, videos, voice notes, messages, anything, then you are doing the real work. And it's working, even if you don't always see it. Let me remind you of something important. Real English isn't about pretending to be someone you're not. It's about being yourself, just in another language. It's about telling your story, sharing your thoughts, laughing at jokes, asking questions, making connections. English is a tool. It's not your identity. It's something you use to express who you already are. So from today, I want you to stop chasing perfect English and start chasing real English. Listen more, speak more, laugh more, and most importantly, trust yourself. You have everything you need inside you. You just need to give yourself the chance to grow into it. One phrase at a time, one conversation at a time, one brave moment at a time. Thank you for being here with me. I'm proud of you. I'm cheering for you, and I'll be right here every step of the way, helping you learn English the easy way with Speak English Like a Pro.